Welcome back everyone to my channel Chemistry Made Simple for NEET. I am Dr. Subramaniam with a PhD in Chemistry. So as you all know, I have already uploaded the unit classification of elements and periodicity in properties from class 11, and previously we have already uploaded and learnt the first two sessions of the most important MCQs from this lesson. Today I am going to upload the third part of the important MCQs from this lesson. So one important thing which I would like to share with you is that one of the most important parts of your medical exam or NEET preparation is to reduce silly mistakes in the preparation. So some students ignore their mistakes. That is not good at all. While solving questions for your NEET preparation, you must note down your mistakes and try to correct them. You must revise the mistakes you make repeatedly just before appearing for the exam. So it will help you to avoid negative marking in the exam and your score will improve automatically. So and also always you just quickly revise all the units I have uploaded before, even from class 11 and class 12, all the units you every weekend whenever you get time. So you just go through those lessons and repeatedly revise it quickly, and after going through the whole chapter, then you can practice the MCQs. I'm planning to upload more number of MCQs so that I can cover the whole lesson itself, so that you will be able to revise all the conceptual the questions based on all the important concepts from the lesson. So once I finish off all the units from class 11 and class 12 within the next few months, and then as I always say, I'll be uploading the important MCQs. I'll be solving the example questions from the textbook, and we'll be working out the problems and doing important tricks to help you solve the questions easily for the NEET exam. Now today we'll move on to the first set of questions for today's session. So the first question is: atomic radii dash along the periods, does it increase, decrease, remains constant or irregular? So the option is B, it decreases, because why atomic radii decreases along the periods? Because when the number of electrons increases, they go to the same shell of the atom. So as a result, the attraction of the nucleus towards the outermost shell will increase, and reducing the size and the distance between the outer shell and the nucleus. So that results in the decrease in atomic radii. So the next question is O2 minus, F minus, Na plus and Mg2 plus, they are all called as isoelectronic species, isoneutral species, isotopes or isobars. So the correct answer is option A, isoelectronic species. So these are known as isoelectronic species because they all have the same number of electrons, 10. So what are isotopes? They contain the same number of protons but different number of neutrons, but isobars, they have the same mass number, that is the same number of neutrons but different atomic number, that is number of electrons are different. Now next question is: X gives X plus G plus electrons. What does this chemical reaction need to occur? Will it occur in the presence of catalyst, or electron affinity, electropositivity, or ionization energy? The correct option is ionization energy. So it is a minimum amount of energy required to remove an electron from an atom. So already we learnt about ionization enthalpy in our previous units. It is expressed as kJ per kilojoule per mole, and electron affinity, meanwhile, it's the change in the energy when you add an electron to the neutral atom. Electropositivity is a metallic characteristics, and you need a catalyst to speed up the reaction. The next question is: what is the correct order of electronegativity among the following options? So you can see the four options here. So the correct option is D, that is lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium. Because what is electronegativity? It is the ability to attract shared electron pair to itself by an atom. So the values of electronegativities are of these elements are 1, 0.9, 0.8, 0.8 and 0.7 respectively. So this is this symbol is wrong. It should be greater than symbol. Wrongly it is given as equal to. Now next question is: what is the oxidation state of Mn in KMnO4? Is it 5, 6, 7 or 4? Many children are confused in finding the oxidation state, but it is very easy. So in my future videos from this lesson, I will be uploading how to calculate the oxidation state of different elements in a compound. So here always the total charge of any compound must be 0. because this is a neutral and stable compound. So you should know the oxidation state of potassium, manganese and oxygen. So for potassium, always, since it is a metal, oxidation state is +1, and for oxygen it is -2. So you have to find out that of manganese. So here K is +1. So for one oxygen it is -2. So how many oxygen atoms are there? 4 are there. So 4 into -2 for oxygen it is -8, and for potassium it is +1. So what is -8 plus 1? It is -7. So as I already said, the total charge should be 0. So -7 is already there. So how will it become 0? If you add +7, it becomes 0. So manganese charge will be +7. So I hope you understood how to calculate the oxidation number easily. Now next question is relationship between lithium, magnesium, beryllium, aluminum, that is called dash relationship. Is it diagonal, periodic, group or triangle? The correct answer is diagonal. Those elements, these are all similar to each other while forming different compounds in similar composition. So they show similar behavior with each other. So they are said to be in a diagonal relationship according to their positions in the periodic table. Now next, N2O, what is it? Is it a tear gas, laughing gas, acid or base? So N2O is actually an acid, but it's called laughing gas as it has euphoric effects after being inhaled. It is one of the World Health Organization's essential medicine used for recreational and anesthetic purposes mostly. So N2O, actually it is called, the correct option is not acid, it is laughing gas. It is option B. So remember, it is option B, it is a laughing gas. Now next question, which of the following is superoxide? Is it K2O, Na2O, MgO or KO2? So superoxide is option D, KO2. That is here the oxidation state of oxygen is given by -12. So in peroxide, mostly oxygen's oxidation state is -1, as in the case of hydrogen peroxide. Oxygen's oxidation state in KO2 is -12. Now next question is, what can be tested using a litmus paper? Acidic nature, only basic nature, only, both, nothing. So the option is C. So what is litmus paper? It is a dye which is extracted from lichens used to test acidic or basic nature of a substance. If it is red color, it indicates acidic nature, and blue color will indicate a basic nature. Neutral litmus paper is purple in color. Now chemical bond formation which involves a complete transfer of electron between atoms is A, ionic bond, B, covalent bond, C, metallic bond and D, partial covalent bond. So A, ionic bond is the correct answer. Ionic bond is also known as electrovalent bond, which forms between two atoms by electron transfer between them. So it normally generates oppositely charged ions. Positively charged ions are mostly metals and vice versa. Now next question, formation of a compound through ionic bond dash the ionization of the metal ion. A, it does not depends on, independent, may or may not depend. So the option is B, it depends on, because for ionic bond formation, metal ion has to overcome the energy for the removal of electron from the outermost shell. So only then it becomes a cation. So that is the formation of compound through ionic bond depends mainly on the ionization energy of the ion. So next question is, electron gain enthalpy may be exothermic, endothermic, both or always 0. So the option is C, both exothermic and endothermic, because electron gain enthalpy is the enthalpy change for an atom in ground state, so that it gains an electron. So in exothermic reaction, electron gain enthalpy is negative. That means that it is releasing energy and vice versa when it is positive. Now next question is, ionic bonds easily form when electron ionization energy of the metal atom is dash comparatively. Is it negative, constant, more or less? It is D, option D, which is less, because for the formation of ionic bond, it mainly depends on the tendency to become a cation and anion from their original ground state. So the tendency will be maximum for metallic atoms whose ionization energy is less than the other atoms. Now next question is, what is the energy that is released upon the formation of ionic compound? What is it known as? Is it known as ionization energy, lattice energy, electron gain enthalpy or electropositivity? The correct answer is B, lattice energy. So when ions are combined to form ionic compound, that is a crystalline solid, some energy is released and this is known as lattice energy. Solubility, volatility, hardness, these can be predicted from lattice energy. Now what is the amount of lattice energy of NaCl? Is it 788, 688, 588, 488? Correct option is A, 788 kilojoule per mole, because to dissociate 1 mole of sodium chloride into 1 mole of Na plus and 1 mole of Cl minus into an infinite distance, you need 788 kilojoule per mole of energy. So when you combine ions to form an ionic compound which is crystalline solid, some amount of energy is released and we call it lattice energy. So just notice what is meant by lattice energy. Next question, which is the one that cannot be used to measure bond length? This is spectroscopy, X-ray diffraction, electron diffraction, or Young's double slit method. The answer is option D, a double slit method, because the equilibrium distance between nuclei of two bonded atoms in a molecule, that is what we call as bond length, which is measured by spectroscopy, X-ray diffraction, and electron diffraction. But Young's double slit method is used for finding the electromagnetic spectra. So just notice the question which cannot be used. Don't mistake the question or get confused. So correct answer is option D. Now the covalent radius in chlorine molecule and van der Waals radius between chlorine molecules respectively can be 99, 198, 198, 99, 198, 198 or 99, 99. Correct option is option A, 99 and 198. So half the distance between two covalently bonded similar atoms in the same molecule is what we call as covalent radius. So half of the distance between two similar atoms of different molecules is known as van der Waals radius. So covalent radius is smaller than van der Waals radius. So with that we are coming to an end of this session of the most important MCQs. After this I will be uploading one more session of MCQs. And as I always say, please do like, share and subscribe to my channel, and please share it with your friends as well. And don't forget to press the bell icon so that you will get the notifications immediately when I post new videos. So with that I am coming to an end of our today's session. Thanks for watching my video.